Came here tonight because you thought you were going to get to see a glimpse of Zeus.
Use the microphone.
The mic's over there, bro.
The mythical hawk that lives in my asshole is not going to be here tonight. He has male pattern molting and he's not very happy. I ate a lot of pizza last night and that's pissing him off too. I did polish off that whole Nemus and took a massive shit this morning. It was bad. I'm pretty sure Kim Kardashian tried to marry it. But I am glad that I'm out here tonight. I'm really happy that Dwayne got me up here on stage because, I mean, honestly, I probably wouldn't have come out. I mean, I'd rather stay home and watch Netflix. I got a deal with Netflix already. 6 months, $17.99. I can watch whatever I want. But I wrote everything down so I wouldn't forget it. But I can't read it, so it doesn't really matter. I stayed up late last night. I was watching documentaries again, like all you guys know I normally do. I watched a really good one the other night on penguins. I don't know how much you guys know about penguins. I obviously know a lot now. And this one was particularly disturbing because I don't know if you know that penguins, they always walk in a straight line, you know, with their little fucking tuxedos on or whatever, and they waddle in a straight line. And I'm watching this, and the announcer says the male penguin will never pass up a chance to mate with a female, even when it's dead. So the lead penguin waddles up to what I assume is a female, and it's dead on the ground, and he just kind of, and he stops, and he looks at the penguin, sets his little martini down, pulls down his little tux pants, and wham, 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 30 seconds later he's done. Now that's not in itself all that special, except for the fact that the next fucking penguin did the exact same thing. And then the next penguin did. And you would think that after 2 or 3 minutes that they would say, okay, you got the point, but this went on for like 15 minutes. Full on fucking 50 flipper gangbang on PBS. It was amazing. I'll never look at Happy Feet the same again. I won't. But in the penguins' defense, they lasted longer than I did. And I really can't judge them because, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, I'll fuck a mailbox if it's pink on the inside. I will. I'll fuck a dumpster fire. I will stick my dick in a bag of cold medical waste if it's pink on the inside. And I do see some pretty girls out here now. Yeah. Keep smiling, you're going to be suing me for child support. You're very irresponsible. Yeah. That's all right, though. I don't have to worry about getting anybody knocked up because I am sterile. The doctor told me it's not her, it's you. It's definitely you. He was amazed. He's like, I can't believe you can even come because your sperm are so fucking dumb. If I look at your balls under a microscope, it looks like a fucking mosh pit. They're just smashing into each other and shit. You can stop. That's why it takes. But I figured something out, and this is a huge issue for you guys, so listen up, because this is important, and this is what gives me the edge. Women don't want to have sex with men ever. Now, I know there's a couple girls out here saying, well, that's not true. Don't fucking lie to yourself. Okay, maybe it seems like a good idea at first, and then you're like my dog when he fucks a porcupine. Like, it's a good idea, but then you're hurting, and you're sore and confused. So what you gotta do is stop all this shit with the pills and stretches and everything like that, or picturing your grandmother in your head. What I've done is become as fast as fucking possible. Because I look at sex with me like a criminal trial. You have a right to an expedited trial. And I've gotten very good at it. same time, having sex with me is a minor inconvenience. It's like seeing your shoes untied. Which is why I don't understand why I'm not having it a lot more often. You women should feel bad. You know, you can't spare 3 minutes of your day to make my week. That's an issue. You gotta find a special girl for that. My cousin Nick always said he wanted to get a girl with no legs so that he could have her grab onto the ceiling fan and spin on his dick like a top. Unless she's Jewish, then it's like a dreidel. Whatever. Now, I did have a really good friend a while back that I ended up fooling around with for a while. Her name was Robin. None of you guys ever got to meet her, and that's too bad because she was a fucking blast. Let me tell you what. One time we cut off all the lights at the PTSD ward down at the vets, and then we blared an air raid siren. They killed 2 Korean nurses that night. Fuck them. One night we were drinking together. It was the first night we were ever together. And we went to Denny's, we had dinner, and we went back to her place. We ended up playing a little whack-a-mole, if you know what I mean. She's like, why is there bacon and cheddar in your pubic hair? Well, because you ordered me a medium rare burger and it was pink on the inside. She said, oh, that's why you were in that handicap stall for half an hour. Oh. Anyways, we did our thing and we passed out, you know, and I should mention that she was an African-American woman. And she lived in a predominantly African-American area, so I stuck out like a sore thumb. And about 5 o'clock in the morning, she starts shaking me and like, she says, you gotta get up, you gotta get up, you gotta get out. And I'm like, fuck, I mean, I know I was bad, but I didn't think I was that bad. She's like, you gotta get out. I'm like, okay. I said, wait, why? You know, what's going on? And she said, I don't want my kids to see you. And I understand that, and I respect that. You know, especially with her kids being as young as they were. I never met them. I didn't even know she had them. You know, I started feeling really guilty because I wasn't quiet that night before. And I'm just thinking, if that kid had walked in and saw me, he would have been at the psychiatrist for the rest of his fucking life. If he'd have seen that, trying to explain that to people, there was a giant white beanbag chair and it took his shirt off and it got on my mom. He had a bird for an asshole. It was terrible. We're not gonna be able to fix him. Let's just lock him up. No, fuck it. We'll just go to lunch at Neema's. I go downstairs, I'm getting ready to leave, and I'm putting my shoes on, and then it occurs to me what's going on. And I asked her flat out, I said, did you just use me for sex? And she said, yeah. And I said, that's fucking awesome. I have never felt so wanted in my life. That this desperate mother of 2 chose me for premaritals. The risk that she was taking, I don't understand what you women are always complaining about. I've never felt so loved in my life. I really haven't. And we continued like that for a while. She was really cool. Her and I, we both liked to watch scary movies, and we watched a lot of serial killer documentaries. Everybody who works with me knows that I'm a big fan of serial killer documentaries, which worried me for a while because I thought it was like a prelude to me killing people. Something like that. Fucking stranglemania in the backseat of my car last weekend. But I've learned that everybody's kind of into them, and that's cool. I do have some issues with them. One of the biggest problems that I have with it is they always have, and it's usually a mom or somebody on there, because, you know, these guys, they always kill hookers. And there'll be a mother on there, and she'll be like, oh, well, my daughter was a good person, and she didn't deserve it, and da-da-da. And they'll show a picture of her when she was like 13 unwrapping Christmas presents. You know, but she died when she was a 37-year-old fucking grizzled veteran of the cock. So she was not anyway. Oh, she was a good person. I don't think so.
You're wrong.
I didn't ever see her blowing that guy ringing the bell. I didn't see that shit. Oh, every time she came into the room, everybody would smile. That's because they all knew they were going to get a crack at that fucking wizard sleeve she's passing off as a beach. That's why. She was a hooker with a heart of gold. Ted Bundy dug around in her chest cavity for 3 hours and didn't find a fucking dime. So I beg to differ.
Oh my God.
I don't have too much more for you. I didn't want to overdo it tonight. But I do want to say thank you guys for coming out. Zeus is acting up. He's probably watching America's Got Talent again. He gets pissed off when he watches that shit. You know, I asked him the other day, I was like, why did you choose my asshole to stay in as a crime-fighting hawk who saves the world? I was sentimental about it. I thought maybe it was because I constantly seek justice in the world, or because I'm a righteous man who loves God and country. But he said, really, I was just looking for somebody who was pink on the inside. Before I go, I just want to read you guys this list that I wrote to be able to read off of tonight, because just by itself, on the top of it, it is labeled pink on the inside. And the list goes as follows. Neema's shit Kim, Penguins Martini Happy Feet, Pink Mailbox Walmart, Ladies Irresponsible, Chloroformal, which I didn't get to. One of you will be going there tonight. I'm fast. You should feel guilty. Ceiling fan, Robin, Veterans Hospital PTSD, Korean nurses, went to her house for whack-a-mole, why cheddar and bacon, medium rare, beanbag bird hole, serial killer documentary, shit yourself. Zeus has Got Talent, thank you and good night.